What's up everybody, welcome back to the neighbor's kitchen. Today I'm showing you how I make my corn salsa. This is a wonderful thing to have on hand. Summer parties, it's a taco topping, put this on a salad, serve it with chips. You're gonna love this. Comes together pretty quick, so this will be a short video for you. Without any further ado, let's get cooking. Come on. Alright, so really the only thing that I cook for this recipe is my poblano. So I want to talk real quick about pepper selection. Make this as hot as you like. Use 1 jalapeno for mild, 2 for a little more than mild. Use serrano if you really want to jack it up. I like using a poblano, and I like to roast it because a roasted poblano is unlike anything else. So it's really easy. I do this on the flat top grill outside. I just turn it up all the way hot, lightly oil the surface, and a poblano is kind of flat, so what I'll do is I'll focus on the 2 flat sides, and after it kind of starts to get a little mushy, then you can kind of force it onto the sides and get a nice char around it here. This isn't burnt, that's roasted, and that is phenomenal flavor. I recommend that you try this sometime, but this just came off the grill, so I'm going to go ahead and set that aside, and let's start with our corn. So today, we're using fresh, in the husk corn. You can cook your corn if you want. Cook it on the grill next to the poblano. But raw corn in this recipe is a really neat touch. It's very crunchy. So I recommend trying it this way. If you don't like it, try a different way. So what we're going to do here is just... Wow, that was a lot of husk and a little corn. Alright, we got that taken care of. So there's our 4 ears of corn. Much smaller than I anticipated. So all I do here is go down. And you'll want to make sure to make the biggest mess out of your kitchen as possible. Because every time that I've done that, it's turned out good. So there's our corn, and we're going to go ahead and add that to our bin. So I bought 8 Roma tomatoes. I don't know if we're going to use all 8. I like to have about the same amount of corn as I do tomatoes. So I start out by just cutting it into these, thin slices. This is supposed to be a salsa, whatever. You guys know what I mean. And all you do here is you separate the meat from the seeds and stuff. See, like that stuff there? You don't want that in your recipe. It'll make it gooey and make it go stale faster. I went the wrong direction there. Idiot. I'll go ahead and get this done real quick. Editing Danny, do your thing. Alright, there we have it. Our seeded Roma tomatoes. As you can see, I do not use the ends, the heels maybe, I'm not sure. I like to leave the skin on because it's additional texture. And if somebody bites into a piece that comes from the end, it's likely got more skin on it than I care for. So just to keep everything consistent, I only use the middle. So let's go ahead and get this put into our dish and see if I can make a substantially larger mess in my kitchen because Danny thinks. Tomato juice is very acidic. If you're using a wooden cutting board, you want to clean that up immediately, or else you might have to re-season your cutting board. If you need any wooden kitchen utensil care tips, well, we have that video on the channel. Go ahead and check it out down below. I'll be right back. Alright, back to it. So we got, as you can see here, our corn and tomatoes, and they're roughly 50-50. So let's go ahead. That was 6 Roma tomatoes. Here's my 2 left over. Poblano is still cooling off. So now, let's go ahead and cube our avocado. Let's go ahead and get our onion chopped. So this is a small red onion, and it is organic, and that is not usually something that I spend my money on. But the onions they had that were the non-organic onions were looking pretty daggone sickly today. Here's what we got so far. See our kind of ratio? Let's go ahead and get this poblano in there. So I'm just going to try to pull the stem up a little bit and then cut down. This can be discarded. And what you want to do is kind of unfold it like so. You can leave the seeds in or out. I'm going to remove them. And you want to peel the skin off. You can leave it on. And now this guy. You also want to chop into small pieces. So we're just going to lay it out flat like this. There you go. Roasted fiery poblano pepper. Wonderful. Add that to the mix. There's our ratio with our roasted poblano. Let's go ahead and get the cilantro going. So this is one bunch of standard issue cilantro. It's about half of the bunch. Let's go ahead and chop that up and see what it looks like. We're not going for precise measurements here. This is a easily memorizable recipe. So that's why if you look in the description below, there's going to be a lot of abouts in there. I like it. So about half of a bunch, assuming that the bunches are all the same. I don't know if you guys saw this or not, but yeah. Alright, cutting board is clean. Here's what we got going on so far. Smells wonderful. The final thing to do, as far as produce goes, some lemons. Excuse me, these are not lemons, these are limes. So what I like to do is just roll it like this. You can roll it on a cutting board or a flat surface as well. And what this does is it just kind of loosens up the fibers so that when you go to squeeze it, it will relinquish its juice easily. And I don't think that was proper use of the word relinquish, but we're going with it. You can use lemon juice, but if you're already doing everything else from scratch, you may as well squeeze your own. You guys saw that, right? Whoa, Bessie. Perked Sadie up. Don't think Sadie likes lemons, though. She's taking a nap. Good girl. Alright, there we go. 4 limes. And once again, with the acidity on wood cutting boards, just go ahead and give it a good mop up. Alrighty, it's time to season this bad boy. Oil is actually optional in this recipe. However, what's not optional is using a heavy flavored oil like olive oil. Use a neutral oil, so I'm just going to give it, that might have just been a tablespoon of a neutral oil, such as avocado oil. Little bit of vinegar for a bite. And we are using, what's going on here? White wine vinegar today. And you don't need to use a whole lot. Remember, you can always add more. You cannot take it away. So we're going to give it a couple of shots there. And we need some cumin. I like to use some chili powder. And do I have any fine sea salt? There we go. So we're gonna give it about half a tablespoon of fine sea salt. Just a little hit of chili powder. That might be a teaspoon. About the same of cumin. I think I want a little black pepper today. Okay. Moses sandals. So we got roughly a tablespoon of fine sea salt, teaspoon each of chili powder, cumin, and black pepper. Let's mix it up and see if we need to add anything. I'm going to start out with just a regular tablespoon. We want to go gentle on this. The avocados in here are fragile. We don't want to mush them. We're not making guacamole. We're making a salsa. So we're just going to go ahead and get it mixed all around. Right like so. I wish you guys could smell this. I love cilantro. I really hope I can inspire you guys to try the roasted poblano pepper. Pick it for anything. BT Dubs, the roasted poblano, put it on a burger. You're having a good day, folks. Sorry, that's not what this episode's about, but that one's free. All right, I think I like it. Nice and mixed together here. Let's go ahead, see if we can get, there's a piece of silk I forgot. Oops. All right. I see a little bit of everything in this spoonful here. So, cheers guys. Let's see if we need any more flavors. I'd like a little more salt. Just gonna give it a light dusting here. It probably wasn't even a teaspoon. Roasted poblano, guys. Piece of skin right there. I didn't get a piece of avocado. All right, here's a spoonful with everything on it. I got an avocado this time. That's what I'm talking about. So I am actually taking this with me to a dinner party tonight. I get to meet someone really special, and thought I'd share this with you guys. So we're going to do a little different kind of outro today. Not going to actually eat it in front of you because I need to take this with me. If you can, see if you can find some fresh made tortillas. You already took the time to make this by hand, so you know, get some as close to bakery fresh tortillas as you can. I'm gonna package this up in some of those nice little jars because this is, you know, not classy. So guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Try this at home. Let me know in the comment section below if you do. And, you know, let me know what you want to see next. If there's anything you need me to go detail in, this is your channel too. Until next time, be well.